In this episode, I'll be sharing with you 10 smart home tech gadgets, devices that help the elderly. Welcome everyone to this episode of the AskJasonGelios show. I'm Jason Gelios, Michigan Realtor, and I really appreciate you tuning into this episode where we're going to be talking about the most helpful tech, and I got 10 of them here, the most helpful tech for, aging in place, people who are wanting to live in their home, midlife up to the elderly years. And so this is really cool. So actually, I just want to dive right into this because I'm actually pretty excited about this. Now, first off, I have a love-hate relationship with technology. I really do. I love the convenience of technology, but sometimes I don't quite understand everything about it. And so I'm like right on that cusp in age where I have a love-hate relationship for tech. So first one is smart smoke and carbon monoxide detectors. And what that is simply, smoke and like a smoke alarm, smoke detectors, carbon monoxide detectors that are controlled and monitored with an app, and that's pretty cool. So it just kind of gives you a better idea in terms of how much battery life is left, and if they're functioning right, and if there's something going on, it will alert your phone and not just the noise in the house. Maybe you're not in the house, maybe you are away and something happens. So number 2, wireless doorbell cameras. These are really cool. It's nice to be able to see who is ringing your doorbell, or just if something sets out the motion, you can look, and usually they give you a really good view of what's going on. Also, quite honestly, if you don't want to answer the door, let's say it's not easy for you to get up from your chair or whatnot, especially if you're elderly, you can look and see if it's just a door-to-door salesperson or if it's somebody that is important and you want to let them in. Okay, so wireless doorbell cameras. Number 3, keyless entry. Now, I've been wanting this for years, but my wife is not on board with this yet. But keyless entry doors where you either use a thumbprint or you just type in a code and it just opens. Those are really cool, and they're pretty strong handles as well. So you don't have to sit there and deal with a key. You just type in a code and you're in. So keyless entry. Number 4, automated lighting. This is something else that I would love to have, and that's you walk through each room, especially the bathrooms, right, where many people leave bathroom lights on. But you walk in and the light turns on and stays on for a certain amount of time, however you specify, however long you want them to stay on. And when you leave the room, they turn off. So automated lighting, as well as lighting that you can control with your phone, with your app. You can turn on certain rooms, especially when you're gone. You can make it look like you're home through different patterns. You can turn on the master bedroom light for a minute. You can turn on the kitchen light, whatever the case is. You can turn on the Christmas tree with your phone. Number 5, smart water shutoff valves. I haven't seen these actually, but water shutoff valves where I guess there's a device and they can be turned off, again, probably by your phone. Everything's tied to our phones. So if you lose your phone, you might not be able to operate your house or anything else, right? Number 6, smart home security systems. Again, security systems, cameras, motion detectors on the windows and doors, things like that are tied to your phone or a computer or a laptop, whatever. You can access it and view, especially if you're gone, or even if you are, let's say, down for the night and you're in your bedroom and you hear something outside or wherever, you can just go ahead and look at your security system and see if anybody's walking on your property or up at your door, by the window, wherever it is. Okay. Number 7, smart outlets and plugs are really cool. This kind of ties in to the other things that I mentioned where you can control it with your phone. They have these things where, for example, I think it's Alexa, and this is by the way, no endorsement of any specific device. This is just something that I'm aware of. But basically, you can buy these plug outlets where you can actually control them and name them which room it is, if it's a Christmas tree in the living room, or a living room lamp or the den light. You can actually do these, and they have plugs too where you can literally control with your app. So that's really cool. You can go to home improvement stores and they have all kinds of options. Okay, number 8, here's one that I have, is a smart thermostat. Now this is great. Now I'm sitting in my car right now providing you this episode, and I could literally go in my app and just change the temperature of my house, turn on the AC, turn on the heat, whatever the case. And I'm in Michigan, so we tend to do that in the same day. Okay, so smart thermostats. Number 9, water and mold monitoring sensors. I was speaking with somebody at a family gathering who had a sensor and a camera by his water heater. And so if in the event that water leaked out of it or whatever happened, and if it actually triggered the sensor, he would get an alert on his phone. Pretty cool. They had the same thing for mold. I believe it somehow senses the moisture in the air or whatnot. So check that out. And the last one is number 10, smart window blinds. This might be extreme. However, if you're aging in place, this might be very easy for you, where you can, again, from your phone or a remote, chances are it's an app where you can open and close your blinds in certain rooms. Of course, that does involve a pretty decent sized investment depending on how big your home is and how many blinds you're getting. But how cool would that be, where you can just push a button and it opens up your blinds and closes them, whatnot. And by the way, this was actually brought to you and me from Hartford and MIT Age Lab study, where they identified these 10 smart home technologies. And they said that, quite honestly, their study was more towards the age 50 and up group. Now I'm almost approaching 50, so I don't know. I think 50 is still young to have smart blinds and stuff, although that would be cool. So share with me your thoughts. What do you think about these smart home gadgets that I actually shared with you? Do you have any of these in your home? And of course, follow me on social media. All those links are in my description below. And visit my website, solveouttherealestate.com. There's a pop-up form where you can enter in your information, if you haven't done this already, to receive a new episode in your email once a week. Otherwise, I appreciate you watching. I'm Jason Gelios, Michigan Realtor.